Ka'ohi'ai Ka'onohi was born in 1905 and came from a long line of Kahuna La'au Lapa'au, a graduate of a pharmaceutical school in Pennsylvania and the Standard College of Naturopathy and Drugless Medicine in Chicago. Dr. Ka'onohi pioneered the integration of traditional and Western healing practices to provide care for Native Hawaiians.
There were 11 children in the family. Uncle Alec was the second oldest. My mom was the oldest. Uncle Alec was a kind, compassionate man. He got this healing ambition from his grandparents who lived a long time ago down to his daddy, and they were all prominent herb doctors.
In an interview at the age of 32, he was described as a kahuna, employing 12 men who gathered herbs on all the islands.
Our ancestors cured ailments by these means for hundreds of years. They could heal a fracture in 5 days. They would treat any ailment known in those days and were especially successful with drops and asthma. It would surprise you to know how closely some of their methods approach those in use today. They used psychiatry or mental suggestion. They also used color therapy, making the color of the medicine harmonize with the disease. They knew the use of iodine, containing seaweeds and seashore plants. They used earths that contained mineral salts and radium. They gave sweat baths as the ancient Romans did, and used hypnotism combined with soothing drafts to allay pains of childbirth.
3 years after the interview, he became the first Hawaiian to own his own clinic. He was the first and only Hawaiian licensed naturopathic and drugless physician in the territory, and often received fruit, sugarcane, or rice in lieu of money from his patients.
In the clinic, I got to meet some wonderful people. Lonohin was one of them. He was sort of bent over and in extreme pain. And my dad was in one of the rooms in the clinic, and I heard him yell, "Alika!" And I kind of turned my head and I said, "Yes, Daddy, come here." So I went in, and I was just, I think, 9 years old. But he transferred whatever he did to Lonohin into my hand, of which was, to me, a tumor or size of a golf ball. I took it, put it in a jar, put it on back in the laboratory, and I would say within the next hour or so, Lonohin walked out of there with my dad in tears, but very thankful for whatever happened. But he walked out of there. I don't believe my dad cut him or operated on him. And that's when I started learning another theme that he said, bloodless surgery.
As a naturopathic doctor and botanist, he traveled the world to share his knowledge and acquire new information.
So he was a man of the world that gave service to people and finding the way and the means to heal that person.
Combining his pharmaceutical training and his traditional knowledge of La'au, Dr. Ka'onohi classified more than 240 herbs found in Hawaii for use in naturopathic healing.
When we were young, doctor said we had to have our tonsils out. And Uncle Alex said, nope. So Mama takes me down to his office, and he has this uhaloa box. He scrapes it outside, he boils it, and he said, drink it. And oh, it was so horrible, horrible. But he said, if you believe in me, you have faith in me, it will heal you. And I did drink it, and I was healed. Uncle Alec, such a loving, compassionate person. The healing of us was one great inspiration. You know, anytime we needed anything, he was there to help us. Education-wise, the home-wise. You know, he just loved his mom and dad. He loved his 7 brothers and 3 sisters. He loved all his friends. He loved his patients.
Dr. Ka'onohi also recognized that there were few Hawaiians in healthcare, so he personally sponsored several through medical and nursing schools.
What I believe my father did for the Hawaiian people was to share his knowledge and his mana to all who came to see him. He was a unique person, and he spent time and he left love with that person. He really loved doing things for people, using these herbs. Some of them smelled very bad because they were boiling in a pot back there in the laboratory. But whatever the concoctions were, they were made to heal.
Papa Ola Lōkahi was formed in 1988 to address the health needs of the Native Hawaiian community.
If it weren't for Papa Ola Lōkahi, somebody has to pick up the tab. Well, these Hawaiian programs are actually saving money. At the same time, carrying out what I consider a moral responsibility.
Papa Ola Lōkahi proudly presents the Ka'onohi Award to individuals who have made significant contributions to health, healing, and well-being of Native Hawaiians and their families.
It is time